You were born into a family that may or may not have been successful by modern standards. Regardless, you grew up for most of your childhood around other children whose parents had more money, more access to resources. It made you feel inferior because the cool kids' families had money. They had big houses to go home to, cool toys to play with, and everything you had was less, cheaper, smaller. You resorted then, in order to fix this problem of wealth inferiority in your future family, you're going to go to school, get good grades, and get a good job. You decide to put your time and your energy into educating yourself about investing, how to handle money, and even dabbled a bit in the stock market once you had some money laying around. This is what you were told in all those books you read about financial freedom. Invest in long-term stocks and ETFs, index funds, cryptocurrency, real estate. Well, I have some news for you. You were lied to. In fact, your parents were lied to, and their parents as well. Deep down, you know you were lied to because you don't know anyone in your life that has achieved financial freedom through investing. Fast forward 10 years. You have not watched this video. You spent years of your life raising your level of education to achieve a master's degree. You've graduated medical school. Everyone around you is happy for you. You're finally successful. You've completed your residency program, and which took an additional 5 years, by the way, and now you're a doctor. Everyone must think your life is amazing, but you wake up begrudgingly in the morning and get ready to go to work. You kiss your family goodbye for the day, then you sit in a long-hour commute for work. At work, you count down the hours, minutes, seconds, until you're not working anymore. You do the hour-long commute back and you arrive home at 6 p.m. You eat dinner with your family, watch some television, the only activity you have the energy to partake in, but you're still slightly distressed about your responsibilities for the next workday. You can't stay up late. Your financial responsibilities, paying your debt from school, paying for your expensive house and vehicles, actually make it impossible to take breaks from work. Even if you could take breaks from work, your employer wouldn't allow it because, well, you work for them. It's not your choice. On top of all this, the biggest pain of all is that your children will grow up without their father in their lives to see them grow. But you can't spend the days with them, teaching them new things and enjoying time with them because, well, you're a wage slave just like everyone else. You see, a long time ago, humans realized that other humans, unlike animals, can be manipulated in the future. You can't put a gun to a cow and his family and demand more milk right now. Animals don't have that concept of future, but humans do. So, being the most valuable form of capital at the time, humans enslaved one another. The first wide case scale of this was in ancient Sumeria, modern-day Iraq and Iran. Although it sufficed, it just wasn't that profitable. Because, surprise, surprise, people don't like to know that they're slaves working for a master. Profit and motivation were low. In ancient Rome, more freedoms were granted to the slaves who, in turn, produced more art, entertainment, engineering. However, something genius happened in the 19th century. The ruling class realized that if you let your livestock choose their occupation, suddenly they're more productive. Let them think they are free, and they'll do everything they can to be just like you, the ruling class. They'll work hard like good little boys. And ta-da! That's where you are now. Your parents believed that. Their parents believed it, that you need an education to become successful, and that hard work and saving money is what brings financial freedom and success. But the ruling class today doesn't want you to know that you can escape your cage. Why would they? They want you to work your entire life, pay them your entire life. Think about it like this. I work my ass off for 40 years. Each month I invest 10% of my hard-earned money and I give it to the rich to use for me. They use it to get even more rich as it works for them, not me. And in return, I get to retire at age 65 with a few $1,000,000 that won't even be enough to support the lifestyle that I want to live. And by then, inflation would have ruined any possible chance of my descendants even getting to use that money for anything worthwhile. Does that sound like a fair trade? Of course not. Of course not. But 5,000 invested today will make you $1,000,000 in 40 years, right? Well, actually, it's 50 years. And that's A, if you invest $100 every month on top of it for 50 years, and B, the market stays at an 8% average return rate. So, if that's what you want, go ahead. Become rich in 50 years. You'll be around 70 to 75 years old. You won't be able to do anything but be annoyed at everything and everyone around you, and the only person you'll have to complain about this is your stay-at-home house assistant who doesn't even really like you. I know that's not the path I'm taking. Wake up. To see the cage we're in is the first step in escaping it. If you're new to my channel, my name is Short King Brandon. I make videos centered around self-improvement for young men. If you want to be a part of my community, click the subscribe button below for more content. Let's build a better tomorrow, starting today.